Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel. In this video, I'm going to discuss about round 2 in Cognizant exam. I hope you all completed your communication exam well. Round 2 in Cognizant exam is Quantitative Aptitude plus Gamified Aptitude. This is a mandatory exam that you all need to complete. And this is the email that you get for this round 2 from Superset. And here we can see that there will be only one attempt available to take this exam. And also, we need to download and install the Safe Assessment browser. And in that browser only, we need to take the exam. And things that we need to take while attending the exam is keep your college ID card with you because we need to show the ID card to that camera and then we need to capture the photo of that ID card. And also in the email at the end, you will have the login credentials. So make a note of that credentials in your paper because switching tabs is not allowed in the exam. And attend the exam in a quiet and well lighting place. Make sure you have stable internet connection. So these are the do's that we need to follow while attending the exam. And coming to the don'ts of the exam, so don't look any sideways while attending the exam, and also don't use any electronic devices like earphones, earpods or else anything because the camera will be turned on throughout the exam. And don't cover the webcam or don't mute the audio system. And also if any other person is detected in your camera, then you will get disqualified. So keep all these in mind and don't do these. And next we will see the system requirements. So for this exam, only Windows operating systems are allowed. Mac or Linux systems are not allowed. And also you should have 2 GB of RAM and updated version of Chrome or Firefox. So these are the system requirements for this exam. And the name of the round 2 is Quantitative Ability plus Gamified Aptitude. In this video, I will solve the questions in Quantitative Aptitude. So here are the important topics for this section. So we need to know about the profit and loss and also simple and compound interest, time, speed and distance, time and work, allegations and mixtures, percentages and also the formulas for area, shape and parameter. So we need to know each and every topic of this. And this section consisting of 30 questions and we are given a time of 30 minutes only. So for each question, there is only 1 minute of time to solve. So we need to keep this time in mind and then we need to solve the questions fastly. And also in this video, I added the real previous Cognizant Aptitude exam written by a candidate. So let's solve these questions now. Pause the video and try to solve the questions by your own and then play the video to listen my answer. Let's start solving the questions. First question is Ravinder drives his supercar for 180 kilometers in 2 hours. Determine the speed of his car and the time it will take to travel the same distance at a speed of 50 kilometers. So here in the question they will give this distance and also the time. So let's write those two. D equals to 180 kilometers and then the time given is 2 hours. So with the help of these two we can able to calculate the speed. So let's calculate the speed. The formula is speed equals to distance by time. So the distance given is 180 and the time given is 2. So after calculating these two, we get the answer as 90. So the speed is 90 kilometers per hour. And then we need to calculate the time of same distance at a speed of 50 kilometer per hour. So we need to calculate the time now. Then the formula will be distance by speed. So here in the question they said that same distance. So the distance given in the question is 180 kilometers by the speed given is 50 kilometers. So by 50. So 0 will be cancelled and then here we having this 18 by 5. So after cancellating this we will get the answer like 3.6. So here we are saying it as time. So the time is 3.6 hours. So in the question they asked about the speed of the car and also the time. So the speed is 90 km per hour and the time is 3.6 hours. So we need to select the option according to the answer. So from these options, the correct option is option C. Like this, we need to solve the questions, and this question is from the topic speed, time and distance. Let's see the next question. Tom is considering to buy a smartphone. Model X cost $200 with a 15% discount and Model Y cost $250 with a 20% discount. Tom also needs a phone case priced $20. He has a budget of $200. Which of the following can Tom afford within his budget? So at first we need to calculate the cost after removing the discount. So let's calculate the discount first. For the Model X, the cost is $200 and the discount is 15%. So we need to write it like into 15 by 100. So the zeros will be cancelled and then 15 into 2 is 30. So the discount is $30. After removing this discount, we need to pay for the Model X is 200 minus 30, that is $170 we need to pay for the Model X phone. Let's see the Model Y also. For the Model Y, the cost is 250 and the discount given is 20%. So 20 by 100, zeros will be cancelled and then 25 into 2 is $50. So we will get the discount as $50. So after removing this discount from the cost is 250 minus 50, which means $200 we need to pay for the Model Y phone. But Tom has a budget of $200 only. Within that budget, he need to buy the $20 priced phone case. When he chooses this Model Y phone, he needs to pay the total $200 for the phone itself. But there is no amount to buy the phone case. So, Tom cannot afford this Model Y phone. When he chooses this Model X as his phone, then the phone cost is $170 and also the phone case price is $20. So when we add these two, we are having the cost of $190. So this phone case along with the price is within his budget only. So the Tom can able to afford the Model X phone along with the phone case. And here the correct answer is option D, Model X with phone case. Let's see the next question. A constructor project requires 15 workers to complete a certain task in 12 days. After 4 days of work, 5 additional workers join the team. How many more days will it take for the entire task to be completed? So this question is related to the time and work. We already done a video on this topic. In that video, all different models in time and work is explained. I will add that video link in description. Check that video and that video is available in Telugu language. Coming to this question, there is a shortcut to complete this question. When in the question you are having like 5 additional workers or anything, then you can use that shortcut and the shortcut formula is M1 into D1 minus D2 by M1 plus M2. So here M1 is 15 workers and then M2 is 5 additional workers and then D1 is 12 days and D2 is 4 days. So we need to replace all the values in this formula. So replace the values, that is 15 into 12 minus 4 by 15 plus 5. So after solving in the brackets, we got like 12 minus 4, that is 8 and 15 plus 5 is 20. So when we cancellate these values with the help of 5 table, then 3 and then 4, and in table 4 the 8 will comes 2 times. So finally 3 into 2 is 6 days. A task can be completed by friend 1 in 12 days and friend 2 in 15 days. What portion of the work will remain after 4 days of collaborative working? So to solve this question, I am using the LCM method. If you know the formula method, then you can use that also. And here In the question they given like friend 1 will complete in 12 days and friend 2 will complete in 15 days. As I am using LCM method, I need to calculate LCM for both the values, that is 12 comma 15. So when I take 3 as a table, then in 3, 12 will comes for 4 times and 15 will comes for 5 times. So 5 into 4, 20 and then 20 into 3, 60. So the total LCM is 60. And in 12 table, that 60 will comes for 5 times and in 15 table, 60 will come for 4 times. So the friend 1 will complete 5 work per day and also friend 2 will complete 4 work per day. But in the question, they are asking for collaborative working. So we need to add both of these values, that is 5 plus 4, 9 work per day. And also here in the question, they are telling that after 4 days, so both the friends work for 4 days, that is 9 into 4, 36 work is completed. And here in the question they are asking for what portion of work will remain. So it is asking for the remaining work. So here we need to calculate the remaining work. This 36 work is the completed work and there is a total of 60 work. So we will get the remaining work when we subtracted this total work with completed work. So 60 minus 36, which is equals to 24. So they need to complete the remaining of 24 work. But we need to tell what portion of work will remain. So here we can do like 24 by total work, that is 60. So when we cancellate these two with the help of 6 table, so in 6 table 24 will get cancelled by 4 times and 60 will get cancelled by 10 times. And in 2 table 4 will get cancelled by 2 times and 10 will get cancelled by 5 times. So the remaining portion of work is 2 by 5. Hence, the remaining work is 2 by 5, that is option C is correct. Let's see the next question. A worker can complete a task in 12 days. After working for 4 days, he realizes he needs help and hires 2 more workers to assist him. All 3 workers work at the same rate. How many more days will it take for them to finish the remaining task? So let's consider the worker as A. So here the worker A can complete the work in 12 days. And let's assume the worker A can complete one work in 1 day, so that the worker can able to complete the 12 work in 12 days. And then in the question they are saying that after working for 4 days, so the worker A completed the 4 days of working. So 4 work is completed and the remaining work is 12 minus 4, 8 work is remaining. And then he realizes he needs help and hires 2 more workers. Let's assume the remaining 2 workers as B and then C. All 3 workers work at the same rate. So the worker B also complete the work in 12 days and then the worker C also complete the work in 12 days. It means both of these workers can able to complete one work per day, similar to A. How many more days will it take for them to finish the remaining task? So the remaining work is 8 and all of these 3 persons are working together. So for 1 day they can able to complete 3 work and in the second day they can able to complete another 3 work. So for 2 days they are completing 6 work and the remaining work is 2 because 8 minus 6 is 2. So in these 2 work, there are 3 persons. So we need to write it like 2 by 3. Actually in 2 by 3 days, they can able to complete the work. But in options, they are asking like 2 days 2 hours or 2 days 8 hours. So we already get the days like 2. So we need to consider either option A or option B only. And then we need to check for the hours now. So here they are working for 2 by 3 day. Actually, a day consisting of 24 hours. but any person can work for 12 hours only. So I'm just multiplying this fraction with 12. So after cancelling these 3 with 12, we will get the value as 4. So 2 into 4 is 8 hours. So the remaining task will be completed by 2 days, 8 hours. That means the option B is correct. Let's see the next question. A group of 8 workers can complete a task in 12 days. If the task is to be completed 4 days earlier, how many additional workers are needed? At first, write the given values. That is 8 workers. So, I am considering that as M1. So, M1 equals to 8 and 8 workers can complete the task in 12 days. So, I am writing the 12 days as D1 equals to 12, and then they are asking for if the task is to be completed 4 days earlier. So out of these 12 days, the task should be completed 4 days before. So we need to remove that 4 days from 12. So 12 minus 4 is 8 days. So I'm considering that 8 value as D2 equals to 8. And in the question, we need to find the value for how many additional workers are needed. That means we need to find the additional workers. At first, we will calculate the total workers for this D2. The formula for this is M1 D1 equals to M2 D2. Because the total work is same, that's the reason we need to consider this formula. And here M1 is 8 and D1 is 12 equals to M2, we need to find that, and D2 is 8. So the values 8 will get cancelled and then M2 is 12. But here we don't need to select the value as 12 because in the question they are asking for the additional workers only. So we need to remove this 12 from M1. That is 12 minus 8, which is equals to 4. So we need 4 additional workers to complete the work in 8 days. The correct option here is option C, 4. Let's see the next question. Liam built a wooden toolbox shaped like a cuboid. Its length is 7.2 centimeters, height is 4.5 centimeters, and width is 3.1 centimeters. What is the total surface area of the toolbox? So the toolbox is in the shape like cuboid. So we need to calculate total surface area of the cuboid. And we are having the formula for that. That is 2 into length into width plus width into height plus height into length. So we need to replace these values, that is 2 into the length is 7.2 into width is 3.1 plus width is 3.1 and height is 4.5 plus height 4.5 and length is 7.2. So we need to multiply each of these values. So 2 into 7.2 into 3.1 is 22.32 plus 3.1 into 4.5 is 32.4 plus 4.5 into 7.2 is 13.95. Then we need to add all of these values in the braces. That is 2 into 68.67. Then multiply 2 with 68.67. We will get the answer like 137.34. So we need to select the answer 137.34, that is option B. Let's see the next question. Imma wants to calculate the area of her diamond-shaped garden. The length of the diagonals are 18.5 meters and 22.3 meters respectively. What will be the area of her garden? So the garden is in the shape of diamond. We need to calculate the area of the diamond. And the formula for the area of diamond is half d1 into d2. Here d1 and d2 are the diagonals. So replace the values with the given values. That is half 18.5 into 22.3. So after multiplying these two values, we will get the answer as 412.55 by 2. So after dividing these two values, we will get 206.275. So you need to calculate these values, then you will get the answer like 206.275. And here the correct option is option C. Let's see the next question. Find the value of, so we are given with an equation and then we need to solve that equation. And the equation is 5 plus 4 into 8 minus 3 power 2 divided by 2. To solve this equation, we need to use BODMAS rule. So in this BODMAS rule, we need to solve the values in brackets first. That is 8 minus 3, that is 5. So we will have the equations like 5 plus 4 into 5 power 2 divided by 2. And then here we are having this as O, that is order of power. If we are having any power values, then we need to solve them first. So here there is 5 power 2, that is 25. Then the equation will be 5 plus 4 into 25 divided by 2. And then we are having this D and then M. So D stands for division and M stands for multiplication. But these two having same priority. And we need to solve from left to the right. So here we are having this multiplication first. So we need to solve this multiplication. That is 4 into 25, 100. So 5 plus 100 divided by 2. And then we need to divide. So 100 by 2 is 50. Then we need to add 5 plus for 50. So 5 plus 50 is 55. After solving this equation, we will get the value as 55. So the correct option is option D, 55. So when there is of same priority, we need to do calculation from left to right. Then only we will get the correct answer. Let's see the next question. What is the value of P in the proportion P by 4 equals to 9 by 12? The equation is P by 4 equals to 9 by 12. And here in the table of 4, 12 will cancel for 3 times. And in 3, 9 will be cancelled for 3 times. So the value of P is 3. The correct answer is 3 and the correct option is D. Let's see the next question. If y equals to 2x minus 1, what is the value of y when x equals to minus 3? So we need to replace this x value in this equation. So y equals to 2 into, instead of writing this x, we need to write it like minus 3. So 2 into minus 3 minus 1. And 2 into minus 3 is minus 6 and then minus 1. So minus 6 minus 1 will be minus 7. So the value of y will be minus 7. The correct option is option C, correct. The next question is, if a student score 160 out of 200 marks, what is their percentage score? So we need to calculate the percentage. For that, we need to calculate 160 by 200. And here zeros will be cancelled. And in the table of 4, 16 will be cancelled for 4 times and 20 will be cancelled for 5 times. Then the remaining values is 4 by 5 and we will get the answer as 0.8. So the correct answer is 0.8, that is option B is correct. So if you are having it like 80 percentage, then you can select the option as 80 percentage because we need to multiply this with 100 percentage. Then we will get the answer like 80 percentage. But here in the options it is given like point, so that's the reason I'm just leaving it as 0.8. Let's see the next question. A male vendor bought 5 shampoo bottles for 500 rupees each. He sold 2 of them at profit of 10% and the remaining at loss of 30%. What is the overall profit or loss percentage on the entire transaction? So here we can see that each shampoo bottle is of $500. So here we write like one shampoo bottle is equals to $500, which means 5 shampoo bottles equals to 5 into 500, which is equals to 2500. So this is the cost price of all the 5 shampoo bottles. And then he sold 2 of them at profit of 10%. At first we need to know the cost price of these 2 shampoo bottles. That is cost price of 2 shampoo bottles equals to 2 into 500, which is equals to 1000. And then the vendor got the profit of 10 percentage. So we need to calculate the profit value. For that, you need to calculate it like CP into profit. So which is equals to 1000 into 10 percentage, that is 10 by 100. Here both the zeros will get cancelled and then 10 into 10 which is equals to 100. So the vendor got 100 rupees as profit. That means for the two shampoo bottles the vendor sells it for 1100. So 1000 is the cost price and the profit is 100. So once adding these two we will get the answer like 1100. So this is the selling price for two shampoo bottles. And the remaining at loss of 30 percentage. So we need to calculate the selling price of remaining 3 shampoo bottles also. So at first the cost price of remaining 3 shampoo bottles is 3 into 500 which is equals to 1500. And the vendor got loss now, that is 30 percentage. So at first we need to know how much loss that the vendor get. For that we need to calculate CP into loss which is equals to 1500 into loss is 30 percentage, that means 30 by 100. So here the two zeros will get cancelled and then 3 into 15 is 450. But here the 450 is loss. That's the reason we need to remove this 450 from the cost price. So we will get the selling price like 1500 minus 450. So the answer is 1050. So this is the answer for selling price of remaining 3 shampoo bottles. And here in the question they are asking for what is the overall profit or loss percentage. So the overall cost price is 2500 and then we need to know the overall selling price. For that we need to add these two values, that is 1100 and also this 1050. After adding these two we will get the answer like 2150. So this is the selling price of all the 5 shampoo bottles. Here we can see that the cost price is 2500 and the selling price is 2150. The cost price is more compared to the selling price. Then automatically the vendor will get loss. So we need to know how much percentage of loss will get by the vendor. For that we are having the formula called loss equals to CP minus SP by CP into 100. The cost price of all the 5 shampoo bottles is 2500 minus selling price is 2150 by 2500 into 100. So here the two zeros will get cancelled. After subtracting 2500 from 2150, we will get the answer as 350 by 25. So we need to solve this. After solving this, we will get the answer as 14 percentage. So the vendor get 14 percentage of loss. So from these options, the correct answer is 14 percentage loss. That is option A is correct. The next question is, a mixture of milk and water is 80 liters. If 25 percentage of the mixture is milk, how much water is present in the mixture? So here in the question they are given the total mixture contains 18 liters and also the 25 percentage is milk. Then we need to calculate how much water is present in the mixture. So here out of 100 percentage, 25 percentage is milk. That means the water is in the percentage of 100 minus 25 which is equals to 75 percentage. So 75 percentage of water is present in the mixture. And we need to calculate the exact liters. For that you need to calculate 80 into 75 by 100. So 0 will get cancelled and then in 2 table 8 will be cancelled for 4 times and 10 will be cancelled for 5 times. And in the table of 5, 75 will be cancelled for 15 times. So the values are 15 into 4 which is equals to 60. So 60 liters of water is present in the mixture. So the correct answer is 60. Option C is correct. Let's see the next question. A company sells a product for $1,500 Due to an increase in production cost, they increased the price by 12%. Later, they offer a discount of 8% on the new price. What is the final price after the increase and discount? At first, the company is selling the product for $1,500. Later, it is increased by 12%. So, we need to calculate the 12% of 1500. For that, we can write it like 1500 into 12 by 100, and zeros will get cancelled and the remaining is 15 into 12, which is equals to 180. So this is the increased price and we need to add that 180 with this 1500. So 1500 plus 180 is nothing but 1680. So this is the total increased price. And after that, they offer a discount of 8% on the new price. Now the new price is 1680, and in that price they offer a discount of 8%. So now we need to calculate 1680 in 8%. For that you can write like 1680 into 8 by 100. So here zeros will get cancelled, and in 2 table 8 will get cancelled by 4 times and 10 will get cancelled by 5 times. Then we are having this 168 into 4 by 5. So 168 into 4 is nothing but 672 by 5. So in 5 table 6 will get cancelled for 1 time and remaining 17. 3 times it is 15 and the remaining is 22. So 4 times 20, and then we need to add the point and the remaining is 20. Again it is cancelled by 4 times. So the answer is 134.4. So the discount given to the price is 134.4, but we need the final price. So we need to remove this discount from the new price, that is 1680 minus 134.4. So we need to subtract these two values. So here by removing 10 4 we will get 6, and then here we will having this 9. So 9 minus 4 is 5, and then 7 minus 3 is 4, 6 minus 1 5, and remaining 1. So the total final price after removing the increase and discount is 1545.6, that is option B is correct. Let's see the next question. A train travels from platform A to platform B, a distance of 360 kilometers in 6 hours. On its return trip, the train covers the same distance in 4 hours. What is the average speed of the train for the entire round trip? So here there is a train and it is traveling from platform A to platform B, and the distance from moving platform A to platform B is 360 kilometers and in 6 hours of time. Again, the train is covering from platform B to platform A, which is of same distance, that is 360 kilometers and in 4 hours of time. Now we need to calculate the average speed of the train. So for this average speed, we need to combine the total distance and then we need to add the total time also. So here the total distances is 360 plus 360, and then by times we need to add, that is 6 plus 4. So 360 plus 360 is nothing but 720, by 6 plus 4 is 10. So here zeros will get cancelled and the remaining answer is 72 kilometer per hour. So the train covering the average speed of 72 kilometer per hour, that is option D is correct. Let's see the next question. The ratio of apples to oranges in a basket is 3 is to 2. If there are 6 oranges, how many apples are there? So here the ratio is given between apples to the oranges, and the ratio is 3 is to 2. So here I am writing like 3 by 2, and then the value of oranges is given here. So we need to replace that value, that is apples by, instead of writing this oranges, we need to write the value, that is 6. So apples by 6 equals to 3 by 2. Here we need to find the apples. So for that apples equals to 3 by 2. Here 6 is dividing, so when it moves to the right side, then it will be multiplied, so into 6. And in the 2 table, 6 will get cancelled for 3 times. So 3 into 3 is 9. So in the basket, there are 9 apples available. So the answer is 9, that is option B is correct. Let's see the next question. Olivia noted down the number of pets her 8 cousins have. The numbers are as follows. The numbers are 12, 13, 13, 15, 12, 14, 16, and finally 12. Then we need to calculate mean, median and mode of number of pets. So at first we will calculate this mean. So we are having the formula to calculate the mean is sum of observations by total number of observations. That means we need to add all of these observations like 12 plus 13 plus 13 plus 15 plus 12 plus 14 plus 16 plus 12 by total number of observations. So here total 8 observations are available. We need to divide all of these addition with 8. After adding all of these values, we will get the answer as 107. So here is like 107 by 8. So 107 divided by 8, we will get the answer 13.37. Then we need to find median of these observations. To calculate the median, first of all, we need to arrange the observations in ascending order, which means small to large. So we need to arrange all of these values like 12 and then here also 12 and then 12. So we need to write the 12s and then we are having 13s as 2. So 13 and then 13 and then 14, 15 and 16. For the median, we need to calculate the middle value. So just remove from left and right one by one. Then we will get the middle value. So here we are having these two as the middle value. If you are having two values as middle value, then we need to calculate it like adding the middle two values then by 2. So 13 plus 13 is 26 by 2, which is equals to 13. So the median is 13. And finally, we need to calculate the mode. So mode is nothing but we need to take the value which is repeated more times. So here we can see that 12 is repeated for 3 times and 13 is repeated for 2 times. So here 12 repeated more times. So that's the reason the mode is 12. So like this, we are having all these three values, that is mean, median and mode. So the mean is 13.37, median is 13 and mode is 12. So check the option according to that. So here the correct option is option D. But here the mean value is given wrong. That is here it is given like 13.8. But we will get the answer like 13.37 only. But remaining answers are correct. That is median is 13 and mode is 12. So we need to select the option as D only. Let's see the next question. Which of the following options will be correct if you obtain the values of A, B and C from the equation x equals to 7y, that is expressed as ax plus by plus c equals to 0. So here in the question, they have given the equation ax plus by plus c equals to 0 and another equation is also given, that is x equals to 7y. So we need to convert this equation into the above form. So move this plus 7y from right side to left side. Then the equation will get x minus 7y equals to 0. So here in the constant place of x, we don't have anything, that is 1 is available here. Now compare this x minus 7y equation with ax plus by equals to c. So in the place of a, we are having the value of 1. So a equals to 1. And in the place of b, we are having the value of minus 7. So b equals to minus 7. And in the place of c, there is no value. So here c equals to 0. Like this, we are having A, B, C values. And then we need to compare these values with the options. So in the first option here, they have given like A equals to -1, but the correct answer is A equals to 1. So this is wrong. And then in the second option, B equals to -1. But the correct answer is B equals to -7. So this is also wrong. So here B equals to 7 is also wrong. Finally, B equals to -7. So the correct answer is also B -7. So the option D is correct. Let's see the next question. A man buys a product for $20 and sells it for $30. The store's expenses for the month are $500. If the man sells 500 units of the product, how much product did he make? So at first, the man buys a product for, that is cost price of your product is $20 and selling price of your product is $30. And also there is an extra expenses for the store, that is $500, and the man sells 50 units of products. So here they are saying that the man sells, at first the man needs to buy the product. For that we are calculating CP of 50 units of products, that is 20 into 50, which is equals to 1000. So the cost price is 1000, and then we need to calculate the selling price of that 50 units. So the selling price is 30 into 50, which is equals to 1500. And then we need to calculate the profit. So here we can see that the selling price is more, so we need to subtract selling price with cost price. So 1500 minus 1000, which is equals to 500. So the profit is $500. But for every month there is an store expense of $500. So the profit is also $500. 500 minus 500, which is equals to 0. So there is no profit. The correct option is option D. Let's see the next question. Raju bought a special apple for $500 and sold to his first customer for $600. What was his profit and profit percentage? So here the cost price of apple is $500 and the selling price of the apple is $600. So we need to calculate the profit. Here we can see that the selling price is more. For that we need to subtract selling price with cost price, that is 600 minus 500, which is equals to 100. So there is a profit of $100. And then we need to calculate the profit percentage also. So we need to calculate the profit percentage. For this profit percentage, we are having the formula of profit by CP into 100. So the profit is 100 and the cost price is 500 into 100. So here two zeros will get cancelled and the remaining is 100 by 5. So in the table of 5, 100 will get cancelled by 20. So the profit percentage is 20 percentage. There is a profit of $100 and profit percentage is 20 percentage. That is option B is correct. The next question is, in a 50-liter mixture, the ratio of paint to solvent is 2 is to 1. If this ratio is changed to 3 is to 2, how much additional solvent should be added to achieve the new ratio? So here there is a mixture of 50 liters and ratio to paint to solvent is 2 is to 1. So at first we need to calculate how many liters of paint is available in that mixture and also how many liters solvent is available. So for that we need to calculate the paint like 50 into the paint ratio is 2 by the total parts is 2 plus 1 3. So here 50 into 2 is 100. So 100 by 3, which is equals to 33.33. Then we need to calculate the liters for solvent also. So solvent equals to 50 into, and the solvent ratio is 1. So 1 by, there is a total of 3 parts. So by 3. Here 50 into 1 is 50. So 50 by 3, which is equals to 16.67. So in that mixture 33.3 liters of paint is available and also 16.67 liters of solvent is available. And then if the ratio is changed to 3:2, how much additional solvent should be added? So here they are asking for the additional solvent only. There is no change in the paint, only solvent is added. So we will take the additional solvent value as X. And the new ratio is 3:2. So the ratio is between paint and also the solvent. The new ratio is 3:2, that is 3/2. So there is no change in the paint. So write the paint liters as it is, that is 33.33 by. They are asking for the additional solvent only. So we taken the additional solvent value as X. So we need to write the solvent like 16.67 plus X, which is equals to 3/2. So here in 3 table, 33.33 will get cancelled by 11.11. So when we cross multiply these values, 2 into 11.11, which is equals to 16.67 plus X. So here we will get the answer like 22.22, which is equals to 16.67 plus X. So X equals to 22.22 minus 16.67. So the answer is 5.55. So here we have taken the X value as additional solvent only. So we get the additional solvent value as 5.55 liters. That is the option C is correct. Let's see the next question. So this question is also related to the profit and loss. Try it by your own and comment the answer. So this is about the Cognizant Aptitude Exam, and we will make another video regarding the gamified questions also. And also we will do the videos on technical questions, the interview questions and all. So please do subscribe our channel and also please share the channel with your friends. It will help them too. That's it. Thank you.